Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the second part of the story. In the previous class, I have discussed the first part. In that, how the two boys, Aram and Morad, have stolen the horse. Okay, but they belong from a tribe that's known as Gargolian. Okay, and their tribe was known for the honesty. Okay, and how they have rode the horse and how they fall from the horse so many times in the deep. Also they have fall near the irrigation field. Okay, and they also kept the horse in the vineyards, deserted vineyard, because no one was there to go and see the horse. Okay, now today we discuss the remaining part of the story. Okay, then Morad told Aram that it wasn't easy to get the horse to behave so nicely, because most of the time they fall from the horse. At first it wanted to run wild, but since he had a way with a horse, he developed an understanding with the horse. The narrator thereafter reached the home and ate a hearty breakfast. Okay. That afternoon, his uncle Khosrove, okay, he has one uncle whose name was Khosrove, and Khosrove was famous for his dialogue, "Pay no attention to it," because he was a very jolly mood man, and whenever any problem comes, he always told, "Pay no attention to it." One day when he was in the saloon, on that time his daughter was running towards him and told that the fire got into our house, but he told, "No, pay no attention to it." Okay. So Mr. Khosrow came to their house for coffee and cigarettes. While he was sipping coffee and smoking in the house, another visitor came. The visitor was a farmer named John Byro. Okay, he was an Assyrian by tribe who, out of loneliness, so he was alone, living alone. That's why he also learned to speak Armenian, because Morad and Aram both are Armenian. Okay. Now, he was also served coffee and tobacco. Sadly, he said that his white horse, which had been stolen last month, was still gone. Uncle Khosrow became irritated and snubbed him for crying over a horse and said, "Pay no attention to it." Now, farmer John Byro was a very large man with a gentle heart, and he had to walk 10 miles to reach there, and his left leg pained. The horse had cost him $60, and his cart was no good without a horse. That's why he has to come by foot. Okay. As soon as the farmer went away, Aram was also there, and Aram listened all the dialogue between Khosrow and the farmer. So Aram ran over to his cousin Morad's house and told him everything, that the horse which we were riding, that's belonged to a farmer whose name was John Byro. Okay. So Morad thought he was inviting a Gargolian to steal. So he decided that to return the horse to its true master. But Aram told, "No, we will keep it for 6 months or a year, because I want to know how to ride a horse." So after learning how to ride a horse, thereafter we return the horse. So early every morning for 2 weeks, Morad and Aram took the horse out of the barn of the deserted vineyard, and where they were hiding it, and rode it. Every morning the horse would leap over the grapevines and small trees, and hiding it and rode it. Okay, every morning they do the same works. Okay. Now still Aram hoped to learn to ride as Morad rode. Okay, because Morad learned very well how to ride a horse. So one morning on the way, when they are going to Fetvegian deserted vineyard, they came across the farmer John Byro, who was on his way to the town. Means on that time they suddenly met with the farmer. Actually the farmer was the real owner of the horse. So Morad greeted him. The farmer studied the horse eagerly and wished them good morning. He asked the name of their horse. Then Morad replied that they called it My Heart. Then John Barrow called it a lovely name for a lovely horse, and he became certain that the horse which they were riding was his. Okay, but it was the horse, but he told that it had been stolen from him many weeks ago. So he asked if he might look into the horse mouth. Actually, when he saw, they told that he has also a horse, just same like their horse, and it was stolen. So I wants to look into the mouth of the horse. Actually, he wants to know the teeth of the horse. Okay. On examining the teeth of the horse, the farmer was ready to swear that it was his own horse. But since the fame of their family for honesty was well known, okay, so he would not call it the stolen horse. Still, it was the twin of his horse. Means when he know that his horse was rode by them, but he know that their family is well known for their honesty. So that's why he told that it's not my horse. My horse is also just like your horse. Early the next morning, the boys took the horse to John Barrow's vineyard and put it in the barn. Morad put his arms around the horse, pressed his nose into the horse nose and patted it, then went away. That afternoon, John Barrow came to their house in his cart and showed the narrator mother the horse that had been stolen and returned. He was surprised to find the horse stronger than ever and better tempered too. He thanked God. Uncle Khosrow, who was also in the room, became irritated and shouted at him to be quiet. He observed that his horse had been returned and repeated his well-known phrase, dialogue you can say, pay no attention to it. Thank you. Have a nice day.